Hey guys, on this episode, we'll be talking about one type of investing portfolio that you may not know about. And this is one that's very, very lucrative. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Romel, and on this channel, we talk about all things related to finance, investing, and building wealth. We discuss mindsets, strategies, techniques, and resources to help you in your journey to build wealth. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. We produce new content every week. All right, guys, so I know I've been on a hiatus or, MIA for about 2 weeks, but that's for a good reason. I've been doing a lot of cleaning and room prep for the upcoming baby that I have coming in January 2021. So I'm really excited about that, but I digress. I'd like to get back to this and continuously provide you with new content and new strategies and new investing tips, platforms, or mindsets that would help you in your journey to build wealth, like I said in the beginning. All right, and this is one thing that I'd want to share with you. There's actually a very lucrative type of investment that you may not know about. And that's because generally it's catered to the younger crowd. And that's because this is more about fashion. Well, not fashion per se, but shoe culture. All right, so the new type of investment platform that I have and that I want to tell you guys about is shoes. Like you may or may not know, shoe culture, especially Nike and Jordan, have a big, big profit margin. And there's a lot of hype or a lot of buzz around these shoes. A lot of kids are buying shoes and reselling them for a lot more money than they bought it for, which means that, it's a great investment because if you buy the right shoe, you can flip it for 2, 3, 4, even 10 times the amount. And that's based on the type of shoe, the rarity, when you buy it, and when you sell it. Just like stocks, if you buy one of these shoes now and you hold it for a long time, because it becomes less available, there's obviously more demand, which means you can sell some of these shoes for a lot higher profit margins. Growing up, I bought shoes mainly for fashion and mainly to use, but now that I'm a lot older, I still do enjoy shoes, but I'm buying them more for an investment purpose. Yes, there are maybe one or two shoes that I may buy just to wear. However, if you really look into this, there's a big culture and a big market out there. Stick around till the end of the video because I'll show you one app that you'll want to look at to help you understand how much your shoes are worth and the potential resale value you may have when you buy shoes. All right, guys, so what got me into this? Well, there's an app that I use, and this is a separate app than the one I'm going to be talking about at the end of the video, but there's an app I use called Sneakers, SNKRS. And this is an app that's made by Nike that allows you to basically see the upcoming releases for some of the more exclusive shoes. These are shoes that have a lot of hype and following behind them. There's, shoes that are coming up with new colorways, new designs, new innovations, new collaborations. And this is a great place to start if you want to look at shoes that have good potential resale value. So the way the app works is you have to obviously sign up, make your account, and then check on the upcoming shoe release section of it. And I'll post a screenshot somewhere in this video so you can see what I'm talking about. Once you get to that, you can put a notification on to allow you to get reminded that a shoe is going to be released. As you get closer to the release date, you'll want to make sure that your account is set up with your proper credit card information, shipping information, and shoe size preference. That'll allow this process to be a lot more seamless. Again, I'm not a shoe expert at all. This is just what I've been seeing, and I've actually had success in this app. And I'm going to show you the shoe that I recently got from this app, and I think it's pretty interesting. So stick around. We'll get into that a little bit more. All right, so the Sneakers app. Well, to start, the shoes that are shown as upcoming have varying difficulties to obtain or to get. What you want to do to increase your chances is obviously log in or be on your phone, 2 or 3 minutes before, and make sure that you have your account set up, like I mentioned before, so that when it hits the release time, and generally speaking, it's 10 a.m. and 10 a.m. depending on the day, but generally it's 10 a.m. Eastern time. You want to make sure that all of that is set up so that at 10 a.m. you can start to make your purchase. And there's a lot of things behind the scenes that happens. There's people out there that are using bots to help make purchases. There's people using multiple phones to try to get these shoes. And that's because a lot of these shoes have a very limited quantity. And for the amount of people that are logging on to try to buy it, it makes your chances very hard to get. All right, so the shoe that I recently was successful in getting from this app is called the Nike Adapt BB 2.0. Here's the box. What's nice about this shoe is that this is kind of a play off the Air Mags that you saw in Back to the Future. This is the shoe here. Okay. It's pretty clean, but what's interesting is that there's an electronic component to it, and that's here. If you see this, let me see if I can zoom in. This is actually an electronic tightening and loosening system to put the shoe on. So there's no laces. It actually just uses it's a power lacing system. So I thought it was really cool. I was successful in getting these, and I'm gonna hold on to these shoes for a while. These shoes weren't cheap. It was around $350, but in the app that I'm gonna talk about towards the end of the video, I'll show you how you can see what the current market value is of these shoes. All right, part of these shoes also come with, obviously, you need a way to charge the shoe. So it does come with a USB and also a charging brick. So I thought it was an interesting shoe. I got lucky in that I was able to buy it as soon as it launched. And it wasn't cheap at all. It actually retailed for $350. If you go onto this app called StockX, and that's the app I want to talk to you about. If you go into this app called StockX, you can see how much people are selling their shoe for, and it obviously varies by size. So for the shoe that I currently have, which is the Adapt 2.0, I bought it for $350. If I go to the section on here that shows the shoe, it actually shows that for a 9.5, the current market value is $423. So, I've had a gain of $73 already, which is great. It's a pretty big increase for really not doing much, just buying the shoes and holding them. Why do I like this StockX app? Well, like I said, this is a place where you can basically create a portfolio of the shoes that you have or the shoes that you want, and it'll show you a couple of things. It'll show you the market value, it'll show you your total gain or loss, and it'll show you the basically the other prices for different shoe sizes of that exact shoe. Apart from that, it also lets you buy and sell specific shoes. And you can also see if you go into, like, for example, if we go into the Nike Adapt 2.0, which is what I have, if you go into the actual application, you could see the sale prices. So it'll show you in real time how much people are selling their shoe for. And it'll show you different sizes with different price ranges. And what's cool is that this is kind of like a bidding system. You can buy out a shoe at the buy now price, which is basically a price that a seller is willing to sell their shoe for, or you can bid on a shoe. So if you don't want to spend, let's say, $400 on the shoe, you can say, I only want to spend $350. And if the seller agrees to sell that shoe for that price, then you get it. So it's really cool. There's a lot of nice information on this app. You can see a lot of different shoes, and you can see sale prices, and you could also sell your shoes. One of the things that I like about this app is that if you're looking to buy a shoe that is pretty common, and you don't want to pay retail value, you can actually go to this app and you might actually find it for a cheaper price. A lot of the people on this app are looking to resell shoes, and if they have shoes that aren't profitable, they may sell it for a lower than market price, which is what I did with another shoe that I got. Once I get that shoe in the mail, I'll show you guys just so you guys can see. But basically, the shoe that I'm talking about is the Air Max 97s. think it's called the gold medal. So I actually have a pair already that I'm wearing, and I actually bought it for about 170, I think. Let me double check. Okay, so if you actually go into the shoe, you could see the retail price. So yep, I was right. It was retailing for 170. If you go to the size that I wear, which is 9.5, you'll see people selling it at a buy now price of 120. So that's $50 below retail price. So this app is good for also finding deals on shoes that you want. Another good thing about this app is that you basically you send your shoe to StockX. They do all the verification for you, and they do the whole transaction for you. Obviously, there's a fee that you have to pay them for doing this service, but it's a great way to know that as a buyer that you're buying authentic shoes, and that as a seller, you're sending your shoe to a trusted platform that a lot of people use. There's places such as eBay where you could sell your shoe that don't have these extra fees, but there's not that second layer of authentication and I guess market reach that you're not going to have with eBay. All right, guys, I hope that was useful to you. Again, the sneaker game is a big one. There's a lot of people in it. I'm not an expert by any means, but I thought it was interesting to show you guys the recent shoe that I got, and also StockX, because the app is looking more like an investing platform. It shows you retail price, it shows you market gain, and it allows you to put different shoes into your portfolio like you would with stocks. So for those of you that don't know, take a look at it. StockX and the sneakers app are two things that I'd recommend you to look at if you just want to start looking into investing in sneakers. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed that video. I know this was a little bit different than my usual stock or investing type of video, but I like to switch it up, and I'm really excited about this app, to be honest. So hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you on the next one. Again, if you want to connect with me on other social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter, I'll leave links in the description down below. Also, what do you think? I got some new artwork up there. I like the black and gold theme. This is just kind of like an abstract black and white piece. And the one behind me says, "Strive for progress, not perfection." Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.